Welcome to part 16 of the full no bullshit YouTube ads course, and this time we're going to talk about optimizing and scaling your YouTube ads. Now at this point your YouTube ads should already be working and already be running and producing some results, and now we're going to talk about how to optimize them, how to improve them, and how to scale your YouTube ads. And the important thing is we want to optimize before scaling. So now you should have your first ads running and seen some results. And now it's time to optimize everything before we are ready to scale. So we have to optimize before we are even ready for scaling the ads. We always optimize first. We don't want to pour water in a leaky bucket. If our bucket has holes, pouring more water into it won't help, because the water will just still flow out of the holes. So we first have to fix the leaky bucket and optimize it, and then we are ready for scaling and pouring more water on the top. So one thing we definitely need to optimize is the ads. Test lots of new ads and variation of past winning ads to get higher CTR. We want to get a higher click-through rate and lower cost per click, lower CPC. So testing lots of new ads and taking past winners and making new variation of these ads. And the goal is a high CTR, low cost per click. And optimizing the ads. If you run mediocre ads, you're losing money right now. You have to understand this point. If you're running mediocre ads, you're losing money right now, exactly this second we're speaking. Because if your ads were better, without changing anything, you would instantly make more money. Your return would be higher. Only if your ads were a little bit better. So by not creating and testing more ads, you're leaving so much money on the table. It's really incredible, and most people don't even get it. Let's look at a visual example. We have an ad. That's your ad. That's the ad you're probably running right now on YouTube. And let's say that ad is a 5 out of 10. If we put $100 in ad spend into this ad, we will get $400 in revenue out. That's not bad. But by testing more ads, you would eventually get a 10 out of 10 ad. You wouldn't be running a 5 out of 10 ad anymore. You would eventually, sooner or later, if you test enough ads, you would sooner or later get a 10 out of 10 ad, like that one winning ad. And if we had a 10 out of 10 ad, putting $100 of ad spend into it would not mean only $400 in revenue, it would mean $800 in revenue. So are you seeing how you're losing lots of money simply by not having better ads? Not having better ads makes you lose money exactly in this second right now. And if you would be spending $500 of ad spend a day, in this case, not testing new YouTube ads would cost you $60,000 a month in losses. You would be leaving $60,000 a month on the table just by simply not testing more ads. Or in other words, without changing anything in your entire business, nothing changes. You won't have to do anything else. Simply testing more new ads would add $60,000 to your revenue in this example. Pretty cool, right? But the big problem is creating so many new YouTube ads is hard and time consuming, right? Most people get it. Okay, I have to test new YouTube ads, but it's pretty frustrating because they stare at a blank Google Docs document and don't know what script they should be testing. Like they have writer's block. Like they're not creative enough to just write 5 to 10 to 15 new creative ads right on top of their head. So that's the problem. Most people know that they are leaving so much money on the table by not testing new ads, but the problem that's stopping them from creating more new ads to test is not being able to know what ads they should be running and not being able to create ads fast enough and not having enough ideas for new ads. And the big solution is the ytads.com software, because it's the key to better ads, honestly. You can sign up for the YTAds software on ytads.com. There's a free trial. You can sign up completely for free, no credit card required. And then you can use the search bar to search for a competitor, your niche, or a relevant keyword. And then you can use the filter ad spend descending to see the highest converting ads first. Then you can pick one winner ad, click on generate own script to get your own winning ad script. And this takes maybe a total time of 1.5 minutes per ad. So you can get new ad scripts to test so quickly. And that's the key to beating your competitors. Most of your competitors probably need at least one day to create a new YouTube ad. And with ytads.com, you can create proven new YouTube ads in 1.5 minutes per ad. Honestly, that's an unfair advantage if I ever saw one. And the ad scripts YTAds creates actually work and actually get great ROAS. I mean, look at the review on the left. Made a script for a ClickBank tinnitus offer of a winning ad I found. This is fucking good. Bro, I'm loving this tool. Are you guys planning to do a Black Friday deal? And then the last line, it made a winning ad. So the ads the ytads.com software creates actually win. These are actually winners. Okay, I'm impressed right off the gate. That funnel cracker and hook analyzer is a very nice feature. Wow, that's awesome. So far, I'm amazed. This is great. That's sick. This is a stellar software. This is something I would use and share with my community of other YouTube ads friends. That's sick. Win. 2x ROAS. I'm loving this tool. One of the scripts produced a 2x ROAS for a ClickBank product out of the gate. I've also used the scripts for lead gen and it's made winning creatives as well. I'm loving this tool. So the ads our YT Ads AI creates actually work and they're actually winners and they take 1.5 minutes per ad. So honestly, just try it out. You can try it out for free on ytads.com. To get started, simply go to ytads.com, click on try for free, and then you can sign up for a free trial, no credit card required. It takes literally 10 seconds. And once we're in the dashboard, we can search for a competitor, our niche, or a relevant keyword. In this case, I'm going to search for Alex Becker because he also has a software company. And in this example, I want to generate an ad for my software company as well. Then I'm going to filter for ad spend descending to see his most successful YouTube ad first. That's his highest converting YouTube ad. He has tested this ad with more than $90,000 of ad spend. So this ad is obviously working. If this ad wasn't working, he wouldn't have put so much money behind it. So let's click on it. Now we see all the details. We see his channel, the landing page URL he sent the traffic to, his video, his thumbnail URL. We see a word for word transcript. But the most important part is down here, generate own script. We'll click on it, enter our own landing page URL we want to send our traffic to. Then we pick the language English and then generate our own proven YouTube ad script. And it's as easy as that. Now we have our own winning YouTube ad script based on the proven framework from the Alex Becker ad that was tested with more than $90,000 of YouTube ad spend. So we can be pretty sure that our ad is going to work as well because it's based on his proven framework and it's perfectly matching with our landing page's content. And now we can edit it a little bit. Let's say we don't want 20%. Let's put it like 40%. And then we can save it, we can copy it, send it to a promotional team, let somebody record it, and then we can test and run these ads in no time. This took us literally like 30 seconds to 1.5 minutes max. This is the easiest way ever to get highly profitable YouTube ads. And if you're running YouTube ads and haven't tried ytads.com already, you're honestly missing out. And now let's get to the next point. We've talked about optimizing the ads, and now let's optimize the opt-in. Because we should split test lots of opt-ins to get the opt-in rate up and the CPL, the cost per lead, down. Congruency between the messaging in the ad and the messaging of the opt-in is super important. That's basically the most important step to getting the opt-in rate up, is ensuring the congruency between the ad message and the opt-in message. If that's congruent, that's going to drive your opt-in rate up and the cost per lead down, and that's our goal. And the next step is optimizing the VSL. Try new VSL variations and try fixing the drop-off points by simplifying concepts, so not telling them the exact concept, only describing it, and rehooking the audience. The goal is to increase the booked call rate and bring the cost per call down. So more of the leads should book a call, and therefore the calls should get cheaper for you, which means you get more calls, more people to sell to. And then one of the most important steps in a VSL call funnel is training your closer. Training your closer on the product, on the niche, on the audience, on your ideal customer to get your close rate up and the cost per acquisition down. Also, make him more confident in what he's selling. So these are some day-to-day activities you can do to increase your close rate. Train your closer more on the product, give him more knowledge about the niche, more knowledge about your audience, tell him about the pain points, about the new beliefs that are missing, about the things that are most important for them. Just train him on the audience, and then this will automatically make him a better closer, which means your close rate gets up, more people buy, your cost per acquisition goes down, and also show him results of members so that your closer is confident in what he's selling. He has to be confident that the product he is selling is truly the best product in the market. And you achieve that by showing him customer results, positive reviews, testimonials, and so on. And then the last step you can optimize is optimize the price. Or better, increase the price. Try increase the price to make more money with the same effort. I mean, everything else in the funnel can stay the same. If you only increase the price, if you like doubled the price, you would double the entire business and double the entire revenue. If everything stayed the same, simply doubling the price would double the entire business. But of course, the conversion rates change a little bit if you increase the price, but you have to experiment a little bit. You have to find a sweet spot, like the spot where the price is the highest, but the people still buy at a really good rate. And you only find that by experimenting and testing. And another step at optimizing the entire sales process is like removing buying obstacles. Make buying as easy as possible. Every possible reason not to buy should be eliminated. And this goes for like the entire sales process. Every reason not to buy should be eliminated. Make it as easy as possible for them to buy. Like buying should be the next logical step. It should be super logical to buy. It should be stupid not to buy, honestly. And here are a few bullet points on scaling. Once everything is optimized, you can start to scale. But first, everything has to be optimized. And you can start to scale by increasing budgets. Simply use your current campaigns and up the budget. And you can also increase the number of campaigns you're running. So you have two ways of scaling. You can scale by keeping the same campaigns and just increasing the budget, or keeping the same campaigns and adding more campaigns to it. Or you can do both at once. More campaigns, more budget per campaign. And the big thing to remember is do more of what's already working. I mean, at this point, your ads should already work. So simply do more. If you have winning campaigns, get more winning campaigns. If you have a campaign that's really great, give it more budget. So simply take the stuff that's already working, that's already producing results, and get it to produce more results. Winning campaigns, more winning campaigns. A campaign winning at like a small budget, make it win at a big budget. Okay? And then also at scaling, sooner or later, you will have to broadify everything. So everything has to appeal to a more broad audience because you run out of in-market buyers and have to sell to less interested people. So you have to do more convincing. So your ads, your VSL, and your product have to start speaking to a broader audience. And you have to be able to convince non-interested people into buying your product. That's the key to scaling. And that's what you have to remember. Sooner or later, everything has to step for step get more broad so it appeals to a broader market.